Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Amanda and today we are here with a video. This video was supposed to be something else. I was going to talk about the opposite of burnout, but I did this piece and it made me want to talk about something else. I've had this image in my head for a while now. I wanted to draw a shelf with some plants on it, and I don't know why, I just did. And I thought that would be interesting to have some wallpaper in the background and just have this be the central focus of the image. But it just seems like there's too much going on and there's too many small details to put in. With watercolour, watercolour usually is supposed to be loose and free and fun, but it wasn't with this piece. I just feel like there's far too much going on in it. So I only did one layer of watercolour, and I feel like maybe the problem with this piece was that I've not used watercolour in a while. I've been doing a lot of sketching and acrylic and digital art, so I felt like I was just struggling with this. It was just fighting with me. Recently I watched Emily's video, the 25 tips for drawing and painting, and she said that you shouldn't give up on a piece. If you're struggling to make it work, then to just concentrate and try and fix it, add a new medium maybe, to see if that works better, and don't give up. But I did give up. Maybe I'll try and add some coloured pencil and ink to this later and it might work, but I ended up trying again on my tablet with Procreate, and I think that the piece came out so much better, but it's also still quite stiff and there's still too many small details to make it look good. So maybe I could try this concept again with maybe less shelves and plants and switch the orientation. So instead of having it be portrait, I could have it landscape. And by the way, I'm really sorry about my ginger nut in the way. It will be in the way for a little bit, but anyway, I just feel like this piece wasn't jiving with me, and I think part of it could have been the pressure of recording it, because I haven't been recording my art too much recently and I really enjoy not recording my art. And I know that speed paints and voiceovers don't really go down well on YouTube anymore. That's 2016 2014, 15, 16 type of videos. Those aren't popular anymore, and maybe I was just worried that the video wouldn't do well, or I knew that the video wouldn't do well, but I was just doing it just to get a video out, and that kind of curbs your creativity and your want to do a piece sometimes. But I think that I could make this better by fixing it with either, like I said, coloured pencil or ink, and trying to make it better that way. I think that I would be able to do that. I don't know, I love watercolour, but it's just that because I haven't been using it a lot, I don't think I'm used to it anymore, and it's kind of time to move on maybe. I really enjoy acrylic. I don't think I would have enjoyed acrylic if I tried to do this in acrylic, because it's far too detailed. There's too much going on. Like I said, there's too much details to try and cover with acrylic. You need to be a little bit more loose and painterly with acrylic, I think, and work in a bigger surface. Maybe that's why as well, is because I've been working a lot bigger recently and this is smaller compared to what I've been working in. And yeah, like I said, I've only been sketching and doing digital artwork, so I'm not used to the watercolour anymore. And I love watercolour. It's my favourite medium. But at the same time, I think that maybe sometimes you need to experiment and see if that medium is still working for you, and if it's not, then it's okay to change it. You don't have to keep doing the same thing just because it worked in the past. But yeah, so I did a digital version of this, and I think it's better, and I will put a little Procreate speed paint at the end of this video and show you it as well. It is better, but it's still too stiff and there's still too much detail in it, and I don't think that it comes across the way that I wanted it to. So yeah, I think that it's okay to restart if it's not going to plan. You don't have to feel bad about it, but obviously it's got to be after you've exhausted all possibilities. Like, you've tried to add a different medium, you've tried to fix it, bring it back, and just go to the finish, because if you never finish something, you will never learn from it. And I did learn a lot from this piece. I learned about the fact that, like I said, it had too much detail and that I preferred to work a little bit bigger, and maybe the colours didn't gel well with me either. I didn't do colour swatches or colour comps either. I just went in with it, and again, I have this problem with watercolour where I go too dark too quick, and I think that's what I did with this piece. I didn't build it up from light to dark like I usually do, and I also feel like I've wasted a lot of time and paper and paint, because I've already moved the date and the time of this upload, and I didn't want to waste any more time. But if I hadn't started this piece in the first place, I would have been able to produce something better. But like I said, I don't think that speed paints are the way to go. I just wanted to do this just to maybe add bits and pieces into a different video of the painting process, but I ended up doing it all, and as I said, I didn't have time to make a full video with different elements in it, so this footage is basically all the video that I have with a voiceover. I'll talk more about this in my upcoming studio vlog next week, but I think that I need to change the way that I do YouTube for my own health and my own artwork. Anyway, here's the digital one coming up. It's very quick, so I need to, wrap up this video quite quickly, but the satisfaction of a good piece is more important to me than finishing a bad piece. But at the same time, I think to finish a good piece, you need to finish lots of bad pieces first. And like I said, this is just too stiff for me. I think a lot of it is to do with the fact that I started with lines and inking. I don't usually do that. I usually try and hide the lines as much as possible. But the textures and the shadows with this digital piece is much better for me, I think. I liked it. I enjoyed doing the shadows and the textures on top of the different leaves and plants. But yeah, I think I'm going to try this again, and I will update you on that if I try it again, if it comes out better than it did. Maybe not with the rope this time, even though I do like the concept of rope holding up shelves, because you don't have to go crazy with the putting the shelves into the wall. But yeah, I think it's okay. It just needs a little bit more work, and like I said, maybe less shelves, maybe one long shelf and less plants, and maybe sort out the plants better. I don't know. It's whatever. It is what it is. I hate that saying, but it is what it is. I think it's cool. It is still cool, but it just needs a little bit more work, and that's fine. But like I said, I liked all the textures that I was doing. It was fun to do all the textures and the shading and stuff like that. So that's it. That's the drawing. Tell me in the comments what you think of the drawing down below, how I could improve it maybe, and if you've ever did a piece like this where it just didn't gel with you and you couldn't get it right and you decided to quit. So yeah, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Please remember to comment down below, like I said, and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to get notified of all the videos that I post. And Also, there will be some playlists at the end of this video that you can click on if you're new here. There's a new to ALLJart playlist, and there's also another playlist here for you to check out, and my shop if you want to buy anything. Thanks again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!